Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It's been a great honor doing these things, obviously. Now, I know that everyone is expecting me to do the more of the teaching, the learning Hungarian stuff, and the good news, I am going to. Repülőgépek és óceánok, a fülek, a fák, a mezők, a virágok, különös álmok, amiket látok, ma egyszerűen hiába vártok, ez egy egyszerű dal, semmit nem akar, néha ilyen is kell, ez egy egyszerű dal, semmit nem akar, de ennél többet nem árulhatok el. Because YouTube finally realized the awesomeness of this thing we have here, you and I, and finally decided to grant me a partnership of some sort, which is brilliant because now in the future it will be possible for me to get paid through the advertisement stuff you have to watch anyway. But as a starter, they gave me $20 because they are nice. And do you know how $20 actually, and how much it is to me? Oh, well, it's not much. Yeah, well, it's just, you know. It's worth exactly what it is worth in your country, preferably if we're talking about the UK, the US. Maybe in Australia it's a little bit less or more or whatever. Anyway, so well, okay, let's just do stuff. Let me thank you again. I know I do that a lot, but it's never ceased to amaze me that you are still watching me. And in this part of this season, we are going to talk about some very interesting stuff, a direct communication line between me and the Prime Minister of Hungary. Well, it's more like the Prime Minister of Hungary and everybody in the country, but look, it's, you'll see. Okay, right. So, one last thing I have to tell you before we start. If you, for some reason, decide to share these videos I'm making, any of them, really, and therefore I will reach 1,000 subscribers right now at this, at the making of this video is about a little bit more than 600. If you help me, and we reach 1,000 subscribers together, I will do a second season of the Learn Hungarian series. There, I said it. Now you know. That's the toll you have to pay. Which is cool, I guess. Or I just really hope. And the second season, just to tease you about it, will be a complete and utter description of the basic grammar, vocabulary, and everything that you might need to do if you want to communicate on a, well, let's face it, on a very basic level. Like, go into a supermarket and get something, pay for something, and ask people how they are, stuff like that. Alright then, so, this was enough. And now let's go on with the stuff. First of all, I have received a letter from none other then the Council of Commerce in Hungary. Well, there are more councils, but this one is mine. I had to join, and I'm a member. I've been a member since I created, like since like 2000 something, 2010 or 2011, because it is mandatory to enter to this council, to sign up for a paying membership. Now let me be clear again. It's mandatory and you have to pay. And there is nothing like, oh yeah, but I don't want to. No, you pretty much have to. It's by the law. It's a new law, by the way. So people who have businesses like me, I guess it's not really a surprise, yeah, they have to do this, and they receive aid and support from the Council of Commerce, or whatever the proper translation is. That this is for that thing. Now, I received a letter. Oh, well, I received an email, which is less cool than a letter, let's face it. But in this email, they copy-pasted into it an article that might interest me. It's about how they can help my business. And, yeah, stuff like that. The most interesting part of this thing is that they are a bit late with this email. I wrote them when I joined the council, which was like 1,000,000 years ago, but at least 2. So let me be clear again, just so both of us can understand it. I wrote an email to the council to ask for help, specific help, and then they wrote me back. They replied like 1 or 2 years later. I know, because that is a reply, you know, the email system tells me that is a reply to that specific email, by posting an article about stuff I already know and no help or advice about my problem. And my problem basically was that, you know, what kind of help can I receive? And this article told me that I can receive help. Perfect. That's just lovely. Just fantastic. Now this is amongst the reasons why I love my country. I can't live, I wouldn't be able to live anywhere else, I think. I mean, if I lived in England for a bit, but let me tell you an example how crappy that country is. You know, highways or motorways, as they are called there. Motorways need constant repairing because they are used heavily. Now, in the UK, when something happens, they actually repair it overnight. And that is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard in my life. Basically, what you have to do when a motorway breaks down and there are like half lane you can use for the millions of cars, when it is dying, then you send out the workers all summer, all spring, all autumn, except winter because that's cold, and then just have them stand there, like they do in Hungary. Just don't really work on it. It's basically about that you show us how, or that you work on the thing. You don't have to work on it, actually. So that is complete nonsense. Because with that, if you actually repair the road, that would mean that you have nothing else to do. That's one thing. And then people can use the road properly. Now, who wants that? Seriously. Just look me in the eye. I know it's a video, but just go ahead. I don't know, you're sitting down, perhaps lying or whatever. If you do other stuff, that could be creepy. But anyway, so you're sitting down, just look into my eyes in the video. I'm just look, and tell me that you really don't want a functioning road system. It's crazy. This is horrible.